Vamos voltar pro jogo. E aí a gente vai embora pra Deneren.
Indeed.
Vocês duas, vambora. Deneren. O que tá acontecendo? Olha o bug. Que medo. Eu tenho que salvar. Nossa senhora. Salva. Olha, força. Conseguimos, será? Vamos lá. Dá. Pra esse daqui dá? Já dá também. Nossa, mas você tá bonito. Ah, amigo, mas você tá como? Bonito. Só tá sem os pezinhos, mas você tá lindo. Eu vou até salvar.
Dwarven Welcome.
Deixa eu ver aqui se eu cheguei a vender pra ele. Não sei se eu vou vender, não. E aí? Não era esse ali, não. Era esse aqui. Acho que eu precisava chegar até aqui, ó. 14 de astúcia. Eu tenho isso? Tenho. Tá, então pra onde a gente vai? Pra cá? Palácio Real? Acho que era, né? Deixa eu salvar aqui. E vamos pra lá. Acho que é lá. Tenho certeza não, mas acho que é. Se não for, provavelmente um monte de gente vai matar a gente volta pro save e descobre pra onde que é o lugar correto.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born
Não
into
era aqui?
freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
Intimidar, persuadir. Você realmente não vê o que o Logan se tornou?
I'm aware that he has changed. It has been difficult for him to realize his own countrymen would turn against him. I'm not surprised he is bitter. But he is still a great man, one of the best Ferelden has seen.
Para de falar e me mostra que você consegue fazer outras coisas. Como você pode apoiar um homem que matou seu rei? Para apoiar sua guerra, ele vendeu o próprio povo à escravidão. Seu próprio povo à escravidão, sim.
What was he supposed to do? You and Eamon were harassing him at every side, forcing him to empty the treasury to fight you. He never wanted a civil war. After Kaelin died, everyone was supposed to rally, come together to fight the Darkspawn without crying to Orlais for aid. He never anticipated Merrick's bastard would challenge the throne and force this war.
Como você justifica deixar o ar ou torturar os seus súditos?
You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters. No one sheds a tear over the death of an ogre. Torture is an ugly business. But sometimes it's the only way to learn what your enemy intends. And it is much harder to tell who the enemy is when all of them look like you.
Como você pode apoiar o homem que matou seu
Fine,
rei?
you're right. What would you have me say, Warden? Loghain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it. But I owe him everything. I cannot betray him. Do not ask me to.
Persuadir, então deixe-me pará-lo. Você sabe que é o único jeito.
I wish I had died at Ostagar rather than live to see this moment. Stop him, Warden. Stop him from betraying everything he once loved.
Nice, porra.
Show mercy. Without Loghain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
Não sei, não. Mas beleza. Achei que a gente ia até estar com ela, mas conseguimos contornar.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? How much Ferelden blood does Orlesian gold buy these days?
Sim, vamos começar sobre lealdade. Para alistar teu rei e persuadir. Não sou aquele que traiu Ferelden, o flagelo ameaça que não Orlais. Meus peixes procriaram, Glória, Ana. Finalmente. Você teve que ficar 8 anos longe do jogo pra ele virar e falar, tá bom. Fico feliz, Ana. Mas vamos lá, vamos persuadir. Eu não sou aquele que traiu Ferelden.
Some of us are curious, Loghain, about precisely what happened at Ostagar.
So, one of Kaelin's killers would dare speak of betrayal. You led our king to his death with your grandiose tales of griffins flying into battle.
Ana. Foi você quem fugiu da batalha e os deixou pra morrer. Você permitiu que Rendon Hall aprisionasse torturasse inocentes. Você rendeu tudo isso, mas você fugiu da batalha.
Oh, please go on. The Landsmeet longs to hear a proper tactical analysis of Ostagar from an elf. You goaded him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful of men would turn the tide for him. Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Kaelin's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake? Do not imagine that you can shame me with Kaelin's death. He was Marik's son, my king. No one regrets his loss more than I do.
Ah, mas acha assim. Então você deve se redimir apoiando o personagem de Marik. Não. Boa noite, amor. Bom descanso. Obrigada. Porém, você tentou roubar o trono da viúva dele.
By all means, let us speak of Honora, Warden, for this is a matter close to my own heart. What have you done with my daughter?
Ah, nós estamos discutindo seus crimes aqui.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
A rainha fala a verdade.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden. I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Obrigada.
stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
Western Hills is with you, Loghain.
Eu.
Make her help us.
Vai
I
precisar
stand
mesmo.
by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I'm with Loghain. Who else could defeat the Blight? Loghain, I'm with you.
This bodes ill for us all.
O que acontece agora? Mas nada ficou decidido. Como eles podem seguir aquele traidor? O que acontece agora?
The Landsmeet has spoken. Following these Grey Wardens has cost us our king. We must not allow it
Mas empatou
to
isso, não
cost us
empatou
our
não.
country.
Não eram
I charge
3-3.
Eamon, Alistair, and this Warden with treason. Someone escort my daughter back to her room. Take the traitors outside to await execution.
To arms! We will not be taken without a fight.
E a menina só saiu andando toda blasé.
For Ferelden!
Mata esse ali, filho. Quero nem saber. Vocês vão todos no Loghain. Loghain. Isso, obrigada. Ah, é mesmo. Os magos também é bom a gente lidar, né? Comigo, não. Você não vai ficar aqui torrando, sai.
I never liked this part. Let's make this quick. Make a preserver. Here comes trouble.
Sai de mim, Loghain. Ninguém te chamou quem?
In the Maker's name, stop! We will have order.
Agreed. Let there be no further bloodshed in the Landsmeet.
Alistair's right to the throne is challenged. His challenger's honor is in doubt. In the past, such disputes were settled by duel. Will the Landsmeet agree?
Yes, if it will avoid further bloodshed. But it must be fought according to tradition.
Mas
By
Alistair
strength
não
of
quer
arms
ser o
only,
rei,
in
velho.
single combat until one party yields. Do you accept the terms?
Nós recusamos a ser aceito por ser esse campeão.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Isso, aí a gente tá com um ali.
Of course.
Yes!
Deixa eu pegar aqui o meu coisa. Obrigada.
Yes!
Você fica atordoado. E é isso aí que a gente precisa.
And so I shall.
Excellent!
Wonderful!
Of course. Well done.
Yes!
Well done.
Eu vou matar ele de ataquinho em ataquinho.
Of course.
Yes! Yes!
Moço. Pera, eu não tenho pote. Todas as minhas potes foram embora ou eles tiraram a minha pote? Isso aqui é poção de delírio, né? Tá bom.
As you desire.
Face me!
Lovely. Well done.
Ele resistiu à armadilha, que arrombado.
Excellent.
How dare you! Well, if I must.
Infernal!
Of course. And so I shall.
Isso.
Well done. Well, all right.
Yes!
Father, my, what to do?
Tá bom. Demorou mais
I
foi.
underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
Aceita a sua rendição? Você vai morrer pelo que fez. Não aceito sua rendição.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait, there is another option. The Terran is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Ah, você quer torná-lo um guardião? Por quê?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Jordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you.
Sim, agora ele
How
vai
can
virar
we
quem ele
simply
caçou.
forget that?
Devemos submetê-lo à união.
Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't!
Então, é você ou ele? Precisamos de toda a ajuda que conseguir. Não, senhora, precisamos de toda a ajuda que conseguimos. Que pudemos conseguir, Alistair.
Loghain is a traitor. We need him like we need to be stabbed in the back. Or have you forgotten how his being a great general didn't help the last time? I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
Não, eu fico, na verdade... Ah, a coroa é dela, não dele.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people.
Tô tentando fazer o que é melhor para Ferelden. Eu pensei que você tivesse a ideia de ser rei, tá? Mas ele acabou de falar que ele viraria rei porque o moço não tá sendo. Tô tentando fazer o que é melhor para Ferelden.
This isn't just about the kingship. I guess I always knew I didn't deserve to be so happy. I just didn't expect you to agree. Especially in front of all of Ferelden.
A gente já tinha conversado sobre isso. Para de drama. Nossa, não seja histérica. É foda. Por que isso tem que ser o fim?
I can't do it. I can't. Ask me for a pound of my flesh. Or all the gold in Orlais. But don't ask me to accept that monster as a brother. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot endure another civil war.
Não é pra matar ele,
I
não,
must
velho.
call for your execution.
Não.
This is what you would ask? Very well. Though I think it a mistake. Alistair, you may leave on condition that you swear before this Landsmeet that you renounce all claim to the throne for yourself and all your heirs.
That's what it'll take, huh? Fine. I don't want anything to do with this
Eu não
place
queria
or
matar
any of you
o
people.
moço, mas eu não queria deixar ele tão puto
I
assim.
swear it. I guess this is goodbye. I had no idea it would end like this for us.
Pois então, eu também, não. Não vá?
This wasn't my idea. I had these dreams. They don't matter now. Take care of yourself.
And now, lords and ladies of
Ai,
Ferelden,
velho, não era o que eu
there is still
queria,
a blight
não.
to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this woman to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the archdemon. Gather your forces and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we
Fudeu,
shall
agora
triumph
tem que ser
over
meu
it,
tanque
for
pra
we
luta
are
final?
Ferelden.
Se é que essa é a luta final, não sei. What have I
You are
done?
called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Que arrependimento. Eu quero voltar essa merda. Aí ele vai morrer e não volta, né? Nossa, se ele voltar, eu com certeza volto esse save.
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden.
Merda.
Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy.
Não, espero que ele viva
I
muito
don't, to
mais.
tell the truth. I am simply glad that he didn't end there in disgrace.
Eu tô muito
Thankfully,
bolada,
purpose
velho.
more mercies.
Primeiro porque eu não quero ficar sem o
Our
Alistair
Iman has left
na
the
luta
and
final.
tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there.
Que eu
I
não
will
tenho
be
outro
heading there
tanque,
myself.
não.
Bring your companions
gosto dos
and
outros,
join us
não.
at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united for Elden Warden. Now we face the Blight.
Eu não quero. Não, o que eu fiz? Meu save está muito longe. Não, foda-se. Podem me julgar à vontade. Meus mais sinceros caguei. Era aqui, né? E se a gente pular as conversas tudo e pros finalmente? Pode ser, né? Foi há 5 minutos atrás? Foi, mas eu caguei, não. Me recuso. Que eu não vou passar da última batalha sem o Alistair pra começo de conversa. Ele é o meu tanque. Eu tinha até... Eu tava chateada, mas eu tinha até aceitado. Até a hora que ele falou, vou embora. Aí eu, Aí o moço, então, a batalha. Aí eu,
For Ferelden!
Ah, meu Deus, é a batalha toda de novo, né? Tá tudo bem, a gente matou ele uma vez, a gente mata ele de novo. Coitado do cara da guarda real.
What's this?
Beleza.
And so I shall.
Ai, que ódio, velho, que eu tenho desse bagulho. Me acertou longe pra bosta. Beleza, deu, blá, 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 blá. Sim, eu serei o campeão. Blá, 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 blá. Isso aqui.
In the Maker's name!
Ah, tá.
Excellent!
Que filha da puta.
Enough!
As you desire. And so I shall.
Oh, is that right? Yes!
Well done.
Minha runa acabou. Esse arrombado é um grosso. Olha, velho, ele dá um chute nas costelas, porra. Ai. Não terminou porra nenhuma. Here we go again. Eu passei isso daqui da primeira vez, por que eu não vou passar da outra? Não! O barulho do Windows. O jogo, claro que o jogo crashou. Você acha que esse barulho do Windows foi o quê? Ele me avisando que eu ganhei dinheiro? Não, é avisando que o jogo crashou, obviamente. Não tinha chance de ser outra coisa. Onde que eu vou parar que eu nem sei. Ai, meu Deus, é esse saco de novo. Cadê? Ei, Sérgio, boa noite. Oi, Arthur. Mas assim, é pra todos vocês irem lá bater nele.
I am your death. As you desire.
Ah, é, né? Era isso que eu queria fazer.
It's your time to die.
Beleza.
Do you accept the terms?
Sim.
Lovely. Well done.
Olha, mas que saco.
And so I shall.
Yes, not again.
Well, all right.
Uai, ela
Of
saiu.
course. Well done.
Ah, era a trap de stunar ele. Finalmente pegou.
As you desire.
Wonderful.
Well, all right. And so I shall. Of course. Lovely.
Excellent.
I would like a
You're no match for me.
Of course. As you desire.
Olha, mas que saco.
Well, all right.
Não saiu. Ou saiu, sei lá.
Well, away with you!
Excellent.
Ó, não pegou nele.
Do adore this. Of course. Lovely. Well, if I must.
Vai, mais um que você mata. Mais outro, então. Nice.
I was wrong.
Ai, você vai morrer. Então.
Wait, there is another option. The Terran is a warrior and general of renown.
Não.
Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Isso funcionaria? Ele não é exatamente da
What does loyalty matter? We are what we are. The joining binds us to the Darkspawn. You know this. If you were to forswear your oath and flee today, you'd find yourself in the deep roads, or the blight lands given time.
Sai
You'd seek them
daqui.
out,
Nossa, velho, que ódio que eu tenho
or
desse
they'd
bichinho.
seek you.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not. Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?
Logan tem que morrer pelos seus crimes.
You can't do this. My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Harsh. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Beleza.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Demorou. Eu preciso do alistar no final, velho. É isso, desculpa. Nem espada eu uso, gente. Eu devia ter deixado pra alistar matar. Coitada, o sangue foi nela toda.
So it is decided. Alistair will take...
Não.
Wait, what? No. When did this get decided? Nobody's decided that. Have they?
He refuses the throne. Everyone here has heard him. I think it's clear then.
Gente,
He
ela tá limpa
abdicates
do
in
sangue.
favor of me.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Honora. Warden, will you help us?
Sim, eu consigo resolver isso. Preciso... Sim, eu consigo
As
resolver.
the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead Ferelden?
A Nora. Hi, Anora.
Thank you, Warden. You were wise not to disrupt Ferelden's governance any further in a time of such crisis. My first act as queen must be to insist on receiving Alistair's oath before all the Landsmeet, to relinquish all claim to the throne for himself and his heirs.
Ele vai fazer isso.
I never wanted it. I mean, yes, of course. Happily, in fact.
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a blight to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this woman to lead us in both.
Beleza, a gente voltou
We will
lá.
not allow this land be further threatened by the... Gather your forces and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
Espero que ela lide com o luto dela depois, porque ela não tá de luto pelo pai, não.
So it's done. My father is dead. I never thought he would go so far. I never thought it would end like it did. Such a waste.
Ainda há muito a ser feito, justiça foi feita, Logan era o criminoso, eu sinto muito que ele tivesse sido diferente. Ainda há muito a ser feito.
That is true. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united for Elden Warden. Now we face the Blight.
Beleza. Ganhei nível. Mas não ali. Não tenho nível para ali. É. O foda é, eu só não tenho pote pra ir pra batalha final, mas dá nada não.
Yes.
Quem precisa de pote? Saudades. É pra cá que a gente vem, né? Então vamos. Vai ter uma batalha no meio do caminho, ou um vendedor que não tem nada pra eu comprar, nem nada pra vender. Ou a gente só vai reto também, então tá bom. Serve também. A gente salva. Sobrevivente de penhasco vermelho.
It's you, the Grey Warden. Andraste's mercy that you got here when you did. I thought for sure these monsters were going to get me.
O que aconteceu? Onde estão todos?
They all fled to the castle this morning, before the Darkspawn arrived. I thought I could make it to my home and back before they got here, but it took me too long to get down here. What a relief you arrived.
Você deve ir para um lugar seguro.
I'm going to get out of here before any more of those things arrive. Thank you again.
Nem sei pra onde que eu tenho que ir.
As you desire. It is done. Now this should be amusing. So I shall. My, what to do? You cannot win.
Beleza.
Lovely. As you desire.
Ué. Aí que a gente salva e desce.
And so I shall.
I am your death! Another corpse for the pile.
Oh my. You adore this.
Que nível que a gente pegou? Nível 19 e 20.
You adore this. You should run while you can, of course. Here comes trouble.
Cristal.
All right.
A gente salva aqui.
I'm sensing more darkspawn. Well, all right. Of course. Well, all right. Let us end this! Come and get it! Push them back!
You asked for it. All right, let's go.
You forced our hand.
My blood.
Begin the onslaught. Well, all right. Trap right ahead.
Vai pra onde? Não achei.
And so I shall. As you desire. Right ahead. And so I shall.
Let's grab some glory.
As you desire.
Uma corinha ali. Aí a gente salva. E vai pro castelo. É, pra cá não tem mais nada, beleza. Ué, não carregou.
Of course.
Acabou? Até. Vai estar mesmo. Cachorro que toma remédio 4 vezes por dia. Será que vai ter Darkspawn aqui também? Vai.
And so I shall. Oh, is that right? Oh my! Another battle I see. Make a preserve us. I am done with that one. Of course.
Yeah, that's right. What did I tell you?
I am done with that one. I would like a trip.
You asked for it.
Let's make this quick. Another foe.
Tem uns ataques básicos que dão IK nesse povo.
Here comes trouble. There you go. course.
Aqui também tem loot.
Let's have at it!
You should try while you can.
Acabaram.
And so I shall.
Acabaram. A gente salva.
Sensing more darkspawn. Well, if I must. We gave the odds. Let's make this quick. What's this?
It's a gotcha!
Nice. Esses efeitos são legais.
My lady, you're here. Thank goodness.
O que aconteceu aqui?
I don't rightly know. Riordan of the Grey Wardens arrived this morning, just ahead of the Darkspawn. I was told he has urgent news and to send out patrols to watch for your arrival. Then we were attacked.
Eu tenho que me preparar. Você consegue segurar as frases enquanto leve para dentro. Não pode haver mais
I
atrasos.
should take you to the hall right away, my lady. They'll be waiting for you there.
Ou se bem que eu queria pegar o loot desse monstrão, né?
It is a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Alistair. The Darkspawn that attacked Redcliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denerim. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
How certain are we that this is good information?
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain.
Então precisamos marchar imediatamente. Por que pensamos que elas viriam para cá?
The Darkspawn line is wide, and many of them roam away from the main Horde. Until now, most of them have been spotted here in the west.
Not to mention that our forces have been distracted by the civil war.
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the Horde.
Make her preserve us.
And we won't be able to reach Denerim within 2 days.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
Concordo, nos reunimos pro exército, vamos usá-lo. É possível chegar à cidade a tempo.
Perhaps not. But what is important is that we know where the Archdemon will be. If we do not defeat the Archdemon, it will not matter if Denerim is saved or the Horde defeated. And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march. And hope the army collected here gives you the chance you need. Arleman, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak, Your Majesty.
Then give the order. The longer we delay, the longer Denerim will be at the mercy of the Horde.
E como que a gente vai derrotar o arquidemônio?
Then you don't know. Of course not. You're both new recruits Duncan wouldn't have expected.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
Excellent.
Perhaps you and Alistair should meet me before you retire for the evening. There are things we need to speak of.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it.
Demorou. Mano, tem muito bichinho ali na minha luz. Eu tô ficando irritadíssima. Ódio. Olha, você tá aqui.
I heard rumors that Redcliffe was once again open for business, but the Earl has kindly offered my son and I lodgings in exchange for supplies. I'm happy to help him. And you too, of course. If you have need of my wares, you have but to ask.
Deixa eu ver.
Sure...
Ele agora veio pra cá. E agora ele tem coisas novas pra vender. Muito bom. Demorou, aí a gente vem aqui. Por quê? Ah, foda-se então. Agora só tem a batalha final. Tem que falar com o Riordan, mas aonde que ele tá? Biblioteca ali é fechado.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Claret sent their men or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no. House Claret's feud with House Romuald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. I didn't realize you were still up and about.
Algum problema com as forças anãs?
Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the Assembly. They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar. Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arsed thinking that got us into the mess after Endrin passed. It was our good fortune that you decided to go to Orzammar when you did, Grey Warden. For all that a surfacer needed our help, I expect we needed yours more.
Beleza.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle.
Demorou. Mas e aí, eu queria ir falar com o moço.
And so Logain's daughter sits on the throne. The Therin bloodline is ended. I suppose you did what you did for your own reasons, Warden, but I wish it could have turned out differently. Honora is a decent woman, but she is much like her father. I suppose we shall see exactly what that means in time. We have sent messengers to Orlais. With any luck, the Empress will send us help within a week. I think it entirely possible, however, that she has written Ferelden off as a lost cause already, and will seek to defend her empire first. Perhaps the Grey Wardens of Orlais will be able to march and reach us in time. We should not rely on their arrival, even so.
Beleza. Onde que é meu quarto? Pra cá? Bom, é pra cá, né? Eu não consigo ir pro outro lado.
Of course. Well, all right.
Morrigan.
I await your command.
There you are. Let's go see what Riordan has to say.
Lovely.
You're both here. Good. Please know I assumed you had already been told. Otherwise, I would have told you this when you freed me in Denerim. I'm sorry.
What is it? What are you apologizing for?
Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn?
Que a gente provavelmente comete algum tipo de suicídio enquanto mata eles. Ah, pensei que necessário isso pudesse ser um exagero. Tem perguntado
The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn. But should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead.
Carai? O que acontece com o Guardião
The
Cinzento?
Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
Meaning the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies?
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the Blight ends. It is the only way.
Então cabe a nós três matar essa coisa. Não há outra forma. O Guardião Cinzento morrer. E que isso é um segredo, porque todos não sabem disso, porque senão o povo não ia querer virar um bagulhinho, né? Eu mesmo darei esse último golpe. Então, cabe nós três matar essa
In Blight's
coisa.
past, when the time came, the eldest of the Grey Wardens would decide which amongst them would take that final blow. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The Blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow, and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
I will see you once the army is ready to march, then. I guess this ends soon. One way or another.
That it does, my friend. That it does.
Beleza. Eu queria continuar, mas eu tô com medo da batalha ser
Do not
eterna.
be alarmed. It is only I.
Está tudo bem?
I am well. 'Tis you who are in danger. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole.
Ah.
I know what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be.
O que você quer dizer?
I offer a way out. A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual. Performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night.
Que tipo de
It is
ritual é
old
esse?
magic, from a time before the Circle of Magi was created. Some might call it blood magic, but that is but a name. There is far more to fear in this world than names.
Onde você conseguiu esse ritual, Mônica?
From Flemeth, of course. I have known about it for some time.
Então você sabia sobre o sacrifício antes de Rodan ter me contado?
I did. Would you have believed me if I had been the one to tell you? I have my doubts.
Nada vem sem um preço.
Perhaps. But that price need not be so unbearable, especially if there is much to be gained. All I ask is that you listen to what I have to offer, nothing more.
Não prometo nada.
What I propose is this. Convince Alistair to lay with me, here tonight. And from this ritual, a child shall be conceived within me. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, The child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
Então a criança se torna a prona das trevas?
Not at all. It will become something different. A child born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away. And you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise
você vai virar a
as I
próxima
wish.
Flameth, é isso. Por que Alistair, não Riordan?
Even if I thought Riordan could be convinced, he is unsuitable. I need one who has not been tainted for long. It must be him, and it must be tonight.
Né. Quero saber mais sobre essa criança.
As you wish.
Não acrescenta. Se Alistair quiser ver a criança.
I have no doubt he may, but he will not. It is all I ask for in return.
Entendo, então chega pobre a criança. Então chega sobre a criança. Chega sobre a
Then you have
criança.
decided?
Sim, eu não vou concordar com isso não, velho.
Do not let your foolish pride condemn you. No Grey Warden asked for the sacrifice that is now demanded of them, and I offer all of you a way out.
No.
Will you not reconsider?
Não. Não pretendo morrer, eu não preciso do ritual. Né.
Then you are a fool. I will not stand by and watch you waste this opportunity. Die if you feel it is worthwhile, or be overshadowed. I care not.
Devia ter matado há muito tempo. Não vá?
Would that I could have helped you. That is your doing, however, and not mine. Fare you well, my friend. I do what I must now, and so shall you.
Beleza, quem que eu vou colocar no lugar da Morrigan? Uma chance, gente. Mulher louca.
We have gathered all the forces we can. The Darkspawn Horde is sure to reach the capital before us. So we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can. The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostagar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.
Vamos precisar mesmo. Ih, é o dragão lá. Né, pajé? Vixe mesmo.
Before us stands the might of the Darkspawn Horde. Gaze upon them now, but fear them not. The woman you see beside me is an elf, raised to the ranks of the Grey Wardens, and never a more glorious Grey Warden has there been. She has survived despite the odds, and without her, none of us would be here. Today, we save Denerim. Today, we avenge the death of my husband, your King Kaelan. But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice. For Ferelden! For the Grey Wardens!
Olha, dá grão. Chega aí. Nossa, a Daenerys se fudeu inteira. Tá, então vai ser hoje mesmo o horário. Será que ela vai demorar muito? Vai ser um vídeo de 8 horas no YouTube. Beleza. Ah tá, todos eles lutam independente. Ah, mas aí a minha cura não pega em nenhum deles. What the fuck? Cheio, velho, ele tá puto. Tem alguém aqui. Ah, é alguém.
Oh my!
Beleza, pra cá não tem nada. Pra cá temos alguns e acabou. Não, pra cá tem. Tá. Pera, eu evoluí. Era isso aqui que eu precisava, velho. Deixa eu salvar.
You've managed to fight your way to the gates. We're doing better than I hoped.
That will change quickly.
Bloody nug runners are outnumbered 3-1.
What are we to do now, Riordan? You have a plan, I assume?
The army will not last long, so we need to move quickly to reach the Archdemon. I suggest taking Alistair and no more than 2 others with you into the city. Anyone you don't bring with you can remain here to prevent more Darkspawn from entering Denerim on our tails.
Ai, a de sempre não, porque não tem a Morrigan. Como vamos enfrentar dragão
We're
voando?
going to need to reach a high point in the city. I'm thinking the top of Fort Draken might work.
The top of... You want to draw the dragon's attention?
We have little choice, though I warn you that as soon as we engage the beast, it will call all its generals to help it. I can sense 2 generals in Denerim. You may wish to seek them out before going to Fort Draken.
I am sure that if we did slay those generals, it would stop the Darkspawn in the city from doing a lot of harm.
It may also waste resources trying to find them. The decision is up to you.
Beleza, bora.
There are already several units of our allies within the city by now. They may be able to come to your assistance if you call them, but their strength will be limited. Now, who do you wish to take with you into the city?
Beleza. Você...
Indeed.
E aí? Shayne, pode ser o Shayne. Ou ela pode dar com a cura.
Yes.
Pode ser também.
Fair enough. Anyone else will need to remain here and assist in keeping more Darkspawn from coming in the gates behind us. Who will lead them?
Alguém já comendou mesmo as batalhas.
Fine. Let's just move into the blasted main event already.
Good. That should be sufficient. Nothing you have done has prepared you for what you face now. May the Maker watch over you.
Well, this is it, Warden. When from the blood of battle the stone is fed, let the heroes prevail and the blighters lie dead. As one of the blighters, I sodding salute you. Let's show them our hearts, and then show them theirs.
So the Archdemon is next, is it? Well, good luck with that.
Acho que isso é um adeus. Seja bom ouvir.
Are you ready? We have reached the battlefield at last.
Obrigado pela sua
I
ajuda.
have done nothing. You have carried us this far. Do not doubt that.
So this is it? This is the end? We've come so far. It's strange knowing that all our fates will be decided in a matter of hours. We stand on the precipice before the greatest battle of our age. I wonder if the heroes of old ever felt like this. I am not afraid. We go to fight for a good cause, and there is nowhere else I would rather be. This day, we will forge a legend of our own.
So, this could be it. Soon this will be finished. One way or another.
Tchau, Alistair. Apenas vamos sem
No
adeuses.
goodbyes, then.
Tadinho.
I hope most of the people were able to flee on ships before the Horde got here.
Beleza, então é pra lá.
Kill those godless bastards!
Vou tentar, amigo.
We're counting on you, Warden!
Make her watch over you!
E aí dali eu vou pros elfos, né? Tá, mas acho que ainda tem algumas coisas pra ir. Parece que tem bastante coisa pela frente ainda. Vai dar muito tempo de vídeo. Passivo. E você? Nossa, ela tem todos os atributos. Aqui, metamorfo, mago de sangue, curandeiro. Pega esses passivos ali, isso aqui. Esses ali, esse dali. Beleza. A gente salva aqui. E voltamos para esse finalzinho amanhã. Eu realmente não sei quanto tempo isso daqui vai durar ainda não. E eu não quero passar muito mais do que já passou, não. Ai. Vambora.